Archive footage. Russian forces are raiding a ruined house where Ukrainian soldiers are present. In fact, judging by the video, this does not appear to be a planned attack. Ukrainian soldiers suddenly open fire from the ruined house, and Russian forces surround the building. They throw grenades and return fire with rifles. Ukrainian forces are also attacking Russian positions with FPV drones, but the Russians are destroying the drones in mid-air.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
According to a statement from the Ministry of Defense, Russian forces struck a drone assembly plant at the Kramatorsk airport with the help of Geran missiles. Russian forces ambushed a Ukrainian military transport vehicle in a wooded area. The vehicle was ambushed as a result of careful planning. Some images have been removed from the video due to their sensitive nature. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. The Vostok Military Group's 36th Combined Arms Army's modernized Zala Lancet reconnaissance and attack complex destroyed a British Mastiff armored vehicle carrying Ukrainian armed forces personnel during a rotation at its base in Yalta. The Ukrainian armored vehicle was detected by operators of the ZALAZ-16 reconnaissance UAV on a rural road. The target was destroyed by a direct hit from a Lancet loitering munition. UAV operators affiliated with the 39th Airborne Brigade are destroying Ukrainian transport vehicles. The Russians detected Ukraine's UAV control point. First, they shot down a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone, a Mavic, using a net. Then, fiber optic drones were sent to the UAV control center, and several drones struck the shelter. As a result of the shelter being attacked, an infantryman managed to escape from inside, but Russian drones tracked him down, and a drone attack involving the dropping of munitions took place. A tank was found on the roadside in the same direction and was struck by a drone. The tank's crew, who had taken cover among the trees, were struck by drones dropping bombs from the air. Reconnaissance units from the 44th Army Corps of the North Group discovered a Ukrainian Armed Forces ZU-23-2 camouflaged in the forest belt. The FPV drone operator skillfully flew through the sparse forest and destroyed the Ukrainian anti-aircraft weapon with a precise strike. 4 Iskander-M missiles struck a workshop in an industrial area in Dnipropetrovsk, where the heavy machinery factory, coke factory, ferret, and pipe factory are located. Konstantinovsky's 98th Airborne Division Guards are turning Ukraine's VDs into dust with the help of droplets. According to a statement from the Ministry of Defense, FPV UAVs belonging to the South Group destroyed an American M119 weapon and an ammunition depot belonging to the Ukrainian Armed Forces in Donetsk. The Russian Air Force bombed settlements near Chasiv Yar, where Ukrainian troops were located. Troops of the 36th United Armed Forces Army, using artillery and attack UAVs, carried out close-range strikes on the concentration areas of the armed forces of Ukraine. The 5th All-Volunteer Army Guards of the Vostok Group liberated the village of Volnoye Pole. The 27th Brigade's FPV burned a Ukrainian Armed Forces pickup truck parked on the grass, Kupiansk direction. A Russian fiber-optic drone that broke through the Ukrainian Armed Forces defenses destroyed pickup trucks one by one on a road surrounded by nets. Anti-drone nets stretched across the road were not enough to stop the Russian operators. The Russian armed forces destroyed a warehouse containing unmanned aerial vehicles in the Kherson region using Garan kamikaze drones. Aircraft-type attack UAVs of the 14th Independent Guard Special Forces Brigade of the Vostok Group destroyed Ukrainian armed forces bunkers in the village of Otradnoye. UAV operators of the 35th Combined Arms Army Eastern Group struck a Ukrainian Armed Forces UAV checkpoint in the South Donetsk direction. A scene we are accustomed to seeing in every video. Why are Ukrainian forces leaving the doors open as they abandon their vehicles? Don't forget to join our Telegram group. While using NATO equipment, the Ukrainian armed forces had all their equipment destroyed by Russian fiber-optic drones. Pokrovsk direction. The 103rd Regiment continues its offensive after the liberation of Dzerzhinsk. It is destroying equipment, bunkers, BC depots, positions, and firing points of the Ukrainian armed forces. The 255th Regiment again spotted the infantry of the Ukrainian armed forces. Soon the coordinates were transmitted to the artillery unit. As a result of precise adjustments by the Russian artillery, the target was destroyed. Russian troops are advancing in the direction of Mirnohrad. Artillery of the 29th Guards. All combat army of the Vostok Group is shelling the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine in the settlement of Bogatyr. Missile attack by the Iskander-M mobile missile system on the Iris-T air defense missile system in the Zerechnoye district of the Dnipropetrovsk region. Destruction of a pickup truck near the village of Otradnoye. Rubicon combat groups are engaged in air defense. The images show UAVs in combat. Russian drones are destroying Ukrainian armed forces aircraft-type UAVs in midair. A large number of UAVs were destroyed during the day. A Russian soldier from the 255th Regiment enters a Ukrainian bunker near Pokrovsk. First, he throws a few grenades, then he opens fire inside the bunker and slowly enters. Once inside, he turns the bunker into a safe area. Step by step, the Russian soldiers move forward. Russian troops are calling on the enemies in the bunkers to surrender. If they don't answer the call or open fire, there is no turning back. 2 Russian soldiers threw grenades into the bunker and opened fire with rifles. Eventually, they entered the bunker and secured it.